so they'll need another one of those out of him this evening. And you know that there's the two guys that got involved in the altercation on the plane. They're sitting right next to each other in street clothes. There's Corey Sears on the left, Gerald Fitch on the right. And Tubby Smith, who I quite frankly think is fed up with this team, made that decision. He's making a statement. Fitch will sit. His team needs a victory to stay in the hunt in the SEC East. Gerald Boudreau will toss it, and we're underway in Lexington.
Tennessee has to come out early and score on this Kentucky basketball team. Knock them back on their heels. Make them fight for every point, every production. Then they have a chance to win this ball game. Otherwise, Kentucky, coming off a tough loss, is hungry for a win at home.
Kentucky lost to Georgia over the weekend, 78-69. Vols lost to Alabama, 95-82.
Both these teams are 73 in their last 10 games.
Tennessee turns it over. Buzz Peterson's team, as Brad said, starting to put it together after a tough start where they had 9 games decided by 3 points or less. They are 7-3 in their last 10.
Buzz Peterson's team had so many games this year, as we talked about in our last telecast in Tennessee, that have just kind of slipped away from them, but they'll learn how to finish those games as they get more experience. They're on the crux to have an excellent basketball program over Knoxville.
We had them against Syracuse, and in that game they did learn how to win against a top 20 team. Tayshaun Prince, an air ball, but trying to keep it in bounds is Brandon Crump, and he lost the handle.
Brandon's got to get those feet active, got to move up there and grab that basketball. Every possession is so valuable in this game, such as this one.
Tubby Smith, his 5th season at Kentucky, 9-5 in his career against Tennessee. Bogans misses a 3. Whistle, Marquise Estel over the back for the first foul of the ball game.
Well, I'll tell you, Keith Bogans has really struggled shooting the basketball, but I watched him shoot earlier tonight. He's working on getting his rhythm back. All he did was take that basketball, catch it in practice, and just work on rhythm, Excellent young player. He's got a lot of upside, a lot of potential, lost a little confidence, I believe, though, Brad.
Yep. And everybody has been waiting for him to have that breakout game. He hasn't had too many this year. After being one of the leading scorers on this team most of the games last year. In fact, Bogans last year led the team in scoring 26 times, so the expectations were high coming in.
He's trying to get down low and has it. That's the man on the block.
Can't connect, and Kentucky can't hold on. So Tennessee will inbound. Ryan Staff to trigger it. They're still looking for points. Hawkins trying to feed it to Hayes. Now Bogans will slow it down. Estel. The kick out. French fake the 3. Nice defense by Yarbrough to keep him honest. Now it's Prince on the baseline. Short again.
Good job by Prince stepping back off of that screen. That's his shot. That's where he likes to catch the basketball.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes in. We're looking for points.
Both teams, a lot of pressure on the ball. Not many easy opportunities to make bounce passes down into the post or any type of entry pass. Good double team by Kentucky.
And it comes up with a steal for Bogans on the run. 3-on-2 Kentucky pull-up 15-footer for Bogans. He tries to follow his own miss. And the rebound's off to Tennessee, and they're on the run the other way. Yarbrough, still no score. Still no tip in. That one goes down. Took 2.5 minutes, and Yarbrough's got the first basket of the ball game.
Last transition opportunity for Kentucky. Bogans gets in the lane, has a good 8-footer. Doesn't make that easy shot. He normally can make that.
French missed a 3. But it'll still be Kentucky ball.
Kentucky's got to do a better job of getting their transition out, spreading the floor, getting enough room to pass that basketball laterally so guys get easy looks at the angles of the glass and easy shots. Pass. Hayes moves the basketball rather efficiently.
Estel on the turn, over Trump, couldn't get it.
You like that shot. Estel steps in deep in the lane, gets a good shot opportunity. Stay down.
Kentucky 0 for 6 from the floor.
Lid on the basket early. Dennis Grindstaff comes in. Started that game against Syracuse back in January. He's played very efficiently. Young man has some very, very tender knees, but boy, he guts it out and plays very tough for Buzz Peterson Tennessee basketball team.
Remember that game? He was the player of the game.
Well, he really
against Syracuse. And his first start, Yarbrough, nice crossover dribble. Bogans hangs right with him. Crump with one on the shot clock, had to take it and couldn't get it. Now Kentucky trying to save it, and they're able to. Hayes will outlet to Prince. Tayshaun thought about a pull-up jumper. They work it around the perimeter instead. Kentucky still looking for points. We're almost 4 minutes into the game on their home floor. Estill in a double team. Long pass to Bogans. He's Bogans.
That's
still rimmed out.
That's the one he needs to make. I tell you, he's just struggling with his confidence. You can see it. Every time he misses a shot, you have a tendency to drop your head and start thinking about the last shot you missed, trying to make up for it on the other end.
Quite an opening dry spell at Rupp for Kentucky.
Tell you what, Kentucky's defense is outstanding. They're not giving Tennessee any type of shot on that low post.
Estill really battling. Hayes slipped inside. Grindstaff missed a three, and Estill's there for the rebound. Good position.
Yeah, great box out by Estill. Good job. Kentucky's very sharp defensively.
Prince looked like he was held underneath, but he got away to score, and it took him 4.5 minutes almost to get on the board. But you know what? When the other team's only got two, it really doesn't matter. Yarbrough, up and down the floor we go, and Vince knocks it down.
I'll tell you, Vince Yarbrough has a silky smooth jumper. He just looks like he's going to get the big things every night.
Prince for the lead.
Tayshaun Prince. Well, he's an All-American, Brad. He comes down, makes the big shots. There's a transitional three basket. Those will break you back every time. As the coach is yelling, no, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Go in. Yes, yes, yes.
5-4 Cats. We're up and down the floor. We haven't had a stop in the action yet. Here's a kick out on the baseline and count the three for Higgins.
Higgins steps into the corner. There's another shooter. He also played very big in that win over Syracuse. Came in and gave some huge minutes.
He played 43 minutes 2 weeks ago against Kentucky in that overtime. So he put his work in. Finally, we have a break in the action. Gives us a chance to catch our breath and take a timeout. Tennessee and Kentucky will do likewise. UT in front week, presented by AT&T Long Distance. Early Tennessee leading Kentucky here, Rupp Arena 7-5 in a series that dates back a long ways. This is the oldest rival that Kentucky has. This is the 192nd meeting between the Volunteers and the Wildcats. Brad Nessler and Brad Doherty with you. Packed house in Lexington as always. And Tennessee's actually won 4 of the last 7 between these two clubs. But that one win for Tennessee in the last several years was in '99. Tayshaun Prince with a three-pointer that had Kentucky momentarily in front. Apparently they're looking at the three-point shot of John Higgins that put Tennessee back in front, and we'll get a chance to re-rack it and take a look as well.
I think it was a good shot. I don't know what he left from behind the line.
He's way behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know what they're looking at.
I don't think that's the one, though.
No, that can't be it.
That's not the shot that went in, is it? I thought he shot from the wing. Well, that one goes. Maybe they're talking about Tayshaun Prince's. At any rate, they'll get it figured out. Duke Edsel over there. Gerald Boudreau's got the headset on.
Well, look at this crowd here, Brad. This is unbelievable. These people love basketball over here in Kentucky. It is unbelievable. This big blue nation, as they call it. I thought the Tobacco Road crowd was bad. These folks over here are nuts for basketball.
They've played to some of the biggest crowds in the country. 3 of the top 10 crowds in college basketball this year have involved Kentucky. There's Buzz Peterson. That jacket came off pretty early. That suit coat. It's hot in here tonight. And now we're taking a look. It's Yarbrough's shot that they're looking at. That still looks good.
That's good. Got to do away with all the replays. I'll tell you, it messes everything up. Part of the deal is having the officials make the call and stick with it. That's just part of the gig. You can't go through all this stuff.
That would actually give Tennessee another point if they give him the 3. It was ruled a 2 by the scores table, and they've gone back and looked at it, and we'll tell you in a second if they change it.
That's good.
That looks like a 3 to me. unless his feet are awfully big. It should be 8-5 then, I think, once we get all this straightened out. They still haven't changed the scoreboard, but we expect them to. Duke Edsel, Ted Valentine, Gerald Boudreau, our officials. Don's over there with a headset on. He'll square those guys.
Oh, yeah, he'll get it straight. They're saying 3.
So we'll give Yarbrough a 3. So it's 8-5.
They're shooting, both teams are shooting the basketball. He might need that extra point.
You never know. And there's Vince Yarbrough, the guy that hit it. You said we had to go almost 4. We had over 4 minutes before Kentucky even scored.
Good ball movement by Kentucky. Moving that ball around the perimeter, nice and crisp. Give that defense a chance to break down.
Completely different lineup in there right now for Tubby Smith. Carrier, Blevins, Caruth, Daniels, and Daniels takes a 3 with 1 second on the shot clock.
Smith can take advantage of every one of his players. He's all his personnel.
And Thaddeus Holden just checked in, walks with it.
Holden got a little bit ahead of himself. Got to slow down just a little bit. Trying to push the ball through the floor as well. A little crossed up.
Holden, the starter, much of the early part of the year before Grindstaff took that spot in the backcourt. Caruth pats it down low. Daniels leaves it for Kamara.
Nice pass. Eric Daniels makes a nice little shovel pass. Kamara comes underneath, makes an easy lay-in.
Some full-court pressure from Kentucky. There's a mismatch. Kamara trying to stay with Grindstaff, and actually Caruth knocks it out of his hands, and Tennessee turns it over again.
Dennis Grindstaff got to look up court. Holden needs to come back to that basketball, help him out, give him a little relief.
Blevins, and he had an opening, had it swatted out of there. While Holden was getting chewed out by Buzz Peterson, Blevins almost took it down the lane for a layup.
Blevins saw an opportunity. The only problem was Marcus Hayslip was waiting back there in the catbird seat.
That is a problem. That's his 39th block of the year. He's second in the conference, and he missed several games. Remember, he missed 6 games due to academics at the beginning of the year. Here's Daniels.
Nice move. Daniels taking time, going nice and strong with that ball. Good move.
Had to go over Hayslip and missed it.
I was thinking about it a little too much. Excellent shot blocker.
On the baseline, on a runner. Rebound off to Kamara. Clears it out to Blevins.
Tennessee shooting all jump shots, not getting any good touches down to Hayslip. Got to get him the ball inside.
Blevins gave up a 3. Carrier takes it and missed it. Remember, Blevins was out several games with a broken wrist, and he might not be quite as apt to launch one from three-point land as he would have been before the injury.
Not as comfortable. Look how far Kentucky had this Tennessee offense extended. When you pass the ball around 18, 19, 20 feet away from the goal, all you're going to get is a jump shot.
Nice pass on the baseline. No, it wasn't. Carrier took it away.
Both teams are struggling offensively. Kentucky's playing a little better defensively. What you have to do, though, you have to pound that ball inside. Back cuts, a lot of screens, get that ball close to the basket, get some easy shot opportunity.
Carrier, nice dish to Kamara, but he missed the outside jumper.
A lot of jump shots, Brad, a lot of jump shots. You live with it, you die with it. Get that ball around the goal, get a foul opportunity.
There's another jumper, but this one goes on the baseline. Dennis Grindstaff knocks it down. It's Tennessee by 3.
Nice touch by Grindstaff, still a tough shot. Got to be patient. Team that beats that ball inside, wears the other team down, get those point-blank shots. That's what will take advantage of the game. That's what you have to do.
Tennessee put in 3 new players during that timeout, that extended timeout. We had to look at the 3-point shot, and those guys are about ready to come back on the floor. And here they come. And we got a timeout with 11:57 remaining in the first half. Defensive battle going on in Lexington. All right, Bob. Good one's going on in the Big East. In the Southeast, right now it's Tennessee leading Kentucky 10-7. Tomorrow night, Judgment Week, presented by AT&T Long Distance, continues on ESPN and ESPN2. Ohio visits North Carolina on ESPN2 at 7:30. Brad will be there at 8 o'clock on ESPN. 8:10 matchup, Xavier against Temple at 9:30. Coverage continues on ESPN2. It's Memphis and South Florida. Dick Vitale and I will be down in Tampa. It's all part of Judgment Week, presented by AT&T Long Distance.
Going down to Tampa, Florida. Going to see my in-laws who live in Apollo Beach, Brad.
I wish I had time to go over there.
Man, my mother-in-law fixed these
I was going to say,
and all that good stuff,
that's all I need. That's all I need to put on more weight. Here's Daniels on the drive.
Go straight to that basket, though, Mr. Daniels. Kind of flaring away, fading away on that layup. Didn't have the angle.
Yarbrough knocks down the rebound.
Tennessee is a little more patient on their offense. Really taking some quick shots. Dennis Brown's taking a tough jumper. That's a tough jumper.
Yarbrough way outside. And in, came out. Kamara will clean it up.
There's no consistency in that, Brad. You're not establishing anything when you come down and take those quick jump shots.
Higgins knocks it out of bounds defensively. Tennessee is 4 of 14 from the floor. Kentucky's 3 of 15. That ain't good. How you slice it. And a turnover on the outlet.
Good move.
It's an easy one. Wilborn. He's been playing better for them.
Great athlete. Really gets off the floor, can run the floor as we saw. Uses both hands pretty well. Good transition basket for Tennessee. They need more of those types of baskets. Both of these teams are kind of mired offensively. Can't really get anything going consistently. We played almost 10 minutes of basketball. One team's going to score 12, the other 7. Now we get an easy basket.
Kamara on a back cut. Cuts it down to 3. Kamara's got 4.
Good job breaking the press. That offense started with some nice screens, sharp cuts, execute. Kentucky very physical defensively. Guarding, checking their home court. Got to break them down.
Inside Hayslip, nice drive.
That's what you need. Point-blank shot is Marcus Hayslip.
Kentucky turns it over, so after not having any turnovers for about 9 minutes, they have 2 quickly.
Got to move, got to keep those feet active. Look at Hayslip. He's coming down, nice post-up, good catch, great pass. That's knowing your teammates to throw that pass that quickly. Only he sees the ball coming. Kamara, same thing. Nice pass down low. Both teams have to establish that. Get those inside presences alive, and then go from there. Build in, then go out.
Kentucky now with their starters back in there. They trail by 5 at the midway point of the first half. They run at Yarbrough, and he tries to go around it, and he turns it over. 6 Tennessee miscue.
Yarbrough had a great pump fake, had 2 defenders fly right by him. You take the hard dribble, you shoot the ball, or you pass it. When you keep the dribble alive, it gives the guy guarding you a chance to run and recover.
Almost the midway point now. Will be by the time Hawkins gets it in the front court. Tennessee 6 turnovers so far, 6 of 16 from the floor, and still leading. There's a little speed.
Hawkins just goes right by the defender. Nice reverse layup using the goal to guard his man off. Good job.
Yarbrough over Hawkins. Got it.
Boy, he's got a silky jump.
The second 3 of the night.
I see him play with a lot more confidence, Brad. He's confident. He's as good as anyone in the country.
So much was expected of him after the big season he had a couple of years ago. And though his numbers are great, 18 points and 7 rebounds, that's first in the conference in scoring and 7th in rebounding. You don't really hear his name necessarily as the player of the year in the conference. Nice hook pass, maybe too good. Esco couldn't handle it.
Yeah, you're right. Yarbrough, if they want Yarbrough to win basketball games,
right,
he's got to step up and be that leader for this Tennessee ball club because he is so just ultra talented.
It's going to be interesting, the player of the year in the conference. There's still, of course, a couple big weeks to go, but Erwin Dudley at Alabama has played as well as anybody.
Dudley's had a heck of a year. I'll tell you, I'd hate to vote on that. Hayslip stepped up and had a huge year for this Tennessee ball club. Didn't start out.
If they had more wins, he's definitely in the hunt, and maybe he is. Here's the guy that was the player of the year last year, Tayshaun Prince, getting a shot blocked. And the shot clock expires because that one never got to the rim. Jarvis Hayes at Georgia would have to be a candidate for player of the year. Udonis Haslam. I mean, there's going to be a pretty good list. I could put together a pretty good 5 or 10 guys. Let's put it that way.
Get my all-5 team. Get about 15 people on.
9:07 remaining in the first half as Kentucky's defense forces a Tennessee timeout. Vincent Yarbrough, the senior out of Cleveland, Tennessee. He's been a good one now, a senior.
Nice drive. Shot's a little strong. Look at that rebound. A little activity by Yarborough. Shows his athletic ability on the putback. And we know he's got that silky smooth jumper. Looks like Walter Davis of the old Tar Heel days shooting that basketball. I mean, look at that jumper.
That was the one they went back and looked at. He's hit 2 threes, coming off a 17-point, 8-rebound, 4-assist game against Alabama. The problem he didn't like with that, though, he went 3 of 16 from the field in that game. He got most of his points from the free throw line.
See if Tennessee can handle this trap a little bit more efficiently this time. Got to move the ball up court after the second pass.
And they did.
Good swing. Keep it swinging. There you go.
Hayes but Astro get tangled up in the paint. And that's not where the foul is, though. It's going to be on Chuck Hayes. First down, Hayes. So we're under the 9-minute mark in a low-scoring one. 17-11. Tennessee by 6.
Showing a little patience here. A couple of back cuts, almost a semi-flex offense. Trying to get Hastings down on the low block, rolling in there nice and hard. Good showing to the lane. Hands up, ready. Here he comes.
Yeah, Hayes playing Hayes now.
He got him way too far out the lane. He gets so far out.
And he backs away. Fadeaway jumper. That's not his game.
Right what you want.
And it's going to go out of bounds to Tennessee.
Hastings gets away with being able to jump over people. He's so explosive. He gets pushed way off that block. He needs to come into that lane, find that block, and that's where he's stopping no matter what. He'll become more dangerous on that post. He jumps so daggone high, Brad. He gets pushed out. He just catches and jumps over.
They got a fresh shot clock on that inbound. They got time to work. They look down near the 8-minute mark at Yarborough outside, and he dropped it over Prince. The third 3 of the night for Vincent Yarborough.
Tell you what, that's what you want to see. That's the leadership we're talking about. Guys will step up. Give those big buckets.
Bogans. And possession there stays with Kentucky. Was a clean block.
Higgins and Grindstaff both on Bogans. Hayslip comes over and pins it on top. Good defense. What a collapse around the ball.
Tennessee and Kentucky here in Lexington, and right now Tennessee controlling the ball game in a vital ball game where they could go to 7-6 and tie Kentucky in the SEC East standings if they could pull an upset here on the road tonight.
That's the nice post up. Goes back against his body. Had a tough shot to make. Crump fouled him on the arm, but he did a good job catching that ball in low. Nice and powerful going to them shoulders square to the basket.
Estel's been a good free throw shooter, but not that time. Scoreless so far tonight for the big fella. 240-pound junior out of Richmond, Kentucky.
This is a real solid player for Kentucky. Good hand, blocks some shots, rebounds the ball.
There was a stretch there where Estel and Kamara combined gave Kentucky what most people would want as a dominating center. It was a two-headed deal, and then it kind of slacked off. I don't know if they hit a wall or it was conference play, but they haven't been quite as productive since.
That is true. Once again, it's the confidence factor. That's huge with these young men.
And the foul's going to be on Estel. That's his second. And we got a timeout with 7:49 remaining first half. Tennessee trying to surprise Kentucky. They lead by 9.
4. Brett?
All right, Bob, thriller in that one. Here it's Tennessee, and it's a sedate crowd. 12th-ranked Kentucky can find no offense tonight. They're playing decent on defense, but they trail by 9. The last time they met 13 days ago, Tennessee almost celebrated too early because Gerald Fitch hit a three-pointer to send the game to overtime at 70. And then Marcus Hayslip missed, but the putback in overtime, a 2-point lead for the Vols. Tayshaun Prince, last-second three missed. Tennessee, Vince Yarborough says, I couldn't even watch Prince's three-pointer. I just shut my eyes. 76-74 in overtime, and that was just 13 days ago in Knoxville.
Rubber match, little revenge here. Not even a rubber match this game, Brad, for Kentucky. They've thought about this game ever since the last. And, this is a great opportunity for them. They didn't play, like I say, that well their last out. So they can get here and beat a Tennessee team. It's going to be pretty tough coming into the season.
You start wondering about Tennessee. Well, they got a long ways to go to get out of the woods in this one. But if they won this game and went to 7-6, they could still make some noise in the SEC, and the SEC tournament's just 16 days away in Atlanta. 3 on the shot clock. Grindstaff has to put it up. At least he got the rim. They got the rebound and a fresh clock.
Good job of Wilbur kicking that ball out.
Higgins. Whoa! Higgins hit that baby from Vine Street.
I tell you, nobody's going to step up on him. Opportunities present itself. You take it.
12-point Tennessee lead.
Tennessee's much more comfortable with that little bit run-and-shoot type basketball game, it looks like.
Inside, Prince. Offensive foul.
Great defense. Higgins steps in, takes that charge, makes the big shot, comes down defensively, makes the big play.
Tennessee's only hit one of its last 10 field goals, but it was a big one on the other end, and then Prince comes down with the offensive foul. Now full court pressure. Hayes with a steal. Bogans missed inside again.
Boy, I tell you.
They just can't find it. They can come up with the turnovers. They can force the miscues, and they can't make it pay.
That was great hustle on Kentucky's behalf. Just couldn't finish the play, and it's kind of been the book the past several games for them. They just struggled closing out the game, closing out the deals. Got to keep playing hard, though. Tuffy keeps these guys intense. They'll keep digging on them. They'll get it together. There you go.
There's the intenseness. There's the rebounding story. It's Tennessee all over the glass right now.
Eating glass, baby. We talk about Tubby Smith, really one of the great coaches in college basketball. You know, he just does not get the recognition I think he deserves. He comes into this place, does an excellent job year in and year out. This is just a tough community to play basketball in.
Hayslip goes up, and Hayes got all of them. And Hayslip will go to the free throw line.
Anything less than a national championship here, it doesn't go very far.
That's the problem. Last year, you know, Tubby took a lot of heat because his son Saul was the starting point guard, and on his talk show last night, people were calling up saying, boy, we wish we had some of that fire that Saul brought us at the point last year.
I mean, what do I do?
Yeah, what do you do? Tubby, his biggest mistake was winning a championship in his first year here. That's what you don't necessarily need to do, because then where do you go from there?
That's exactly right.
All the way for Hawkins. Second time he's done that tonight now.
Stuart Hawkins has seen something in the defense that he likes to take advantage of. Like I said, second time, he went straight to the basket.
Yarbrough in the open court against Kamara. Going to try to take him to the hole, and he drew a foul.
Good job by Yarbrough. Hawkins just put the ball on the floor, goes straight to the basket. Nobody's guarding. Here he comes. Where's the defense? Wilbur's on his hip. Too late.
And on the other end, Hawkins had to hustle back as Yarbrough went almost unmolested around Kamara and picked up the foul on the other end.
Yarbrough took advantage of the mismatch.
Vince going to the free throw line. He has 11 points already tonight. He's got a dozen now. He's had a great first half. Tomorrow, Accenture Match Play Championship from Carlsbad, California. Game's top players face off in the first World Golf Championship of the new year. $5 million purse. Top golfers take home $1 million. Chump Change all begins tomorrow on ESPN at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Brad, we should be playing golf.
Yeah, I don't think we'd win any of it anyway, but we'd have fun.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that.
27-13. Again, it's a 14-point lead, and Yarbrough knocked down both free throws. And what a first half he's had for Buzz Peters.
Look up on Hawkins. You know, he knows where the basket's at. You really need to get Prince involved. He's such a smart player. Good drive by Hayes.
Hayes went strong. Hayslip got a piece of it. Hayes put it back in there.
Way to stay after that basketball, Chuck Hayes. Don't give up.
Here's a double team on Higgins. Into the front court with Baker.
Baker walked a little bit, shuffled those feet.
Hayslip needs some help for sure. They approach 5 minutes, and it's a 12-point Tennessee lead.
Tennessee's beating Kentucky at a game that they're familiar with. Coming down shooting those long J's, making them ring true.
They're going to have to take another long one pretty soon unless they can do that. They get it inside. And Tennessee turns it over.
Good high-low pass. They slip down to Wilbur. Just couldn't control the ball.
So Kentucky with an opportunity with exactly 5 minutes left to get the lead down to 10. Boy, 15 points in 15 minutes for Kentucky.
And that has been, I mean, they're just not scoring. They're playing pretty good defensively. They're as active offensively making shots. It's probably a 30 to 27 ball game right now. They're just not making anything. Bogan missed a point-blank layup. Missed a couple of jumpers. French has missed a couple of easy jumpers.
Kamara faces Hayslip. Now tries to work in the paint. Good shot. Didn't get it to go, though. And it's one and done. Hayslip clears off the miss.
Good job by Hayslip boxing out, making sure he gathers up that all-important defensive rebound.
Tennessee 10 more boards than Kentucky. 19 to 9 right now in the rebounding advantage.
I'll tell you what, Coach Smith's going to see that. He's not going to be happy. Rear-end kicks on that backboard.
Hayslip on the baseline.
Hey, a team can make shots against you, but don't out-hustle me.
Again, it goes back to 14.
Tell you what, Buzz Peterson, one of the bright young minds in college basketball. Oh,
Hawkins missed a three.
Chris Ferguson over there. I tell you, this team has a lot of potential to be really, really special if they can just win a ball game here or either the Florida game coming up, two huge games. Going to give them a lot of credibility going into the end of the year.
We'll be down there next Tuesday night at the O-Dome, Florida and Tennessee, right here on ESPN, part of Super Tuesday. This is Judgment Week. I don't know what they call it next week. Time to really win game week. I think it's something like that.
Billy Donovan, another bright young coach of college basketball. Good job. He gave him struggled a little bit this year, but for the most part, been pretty solid, pretty consistent. See Hayslip. Look at those feet. Look how active he is. He posts up high, low. Look at him. He just backed Kamara right down into that blue box I was talking about, Brad. You let a guy that good, that skilled, get that low, it's over with.
A lot stronger than he looks, too, isn't he?
Woo! Brad, now, I don't get this. This guy is 6'10", about 225 pounds. He bench presses 405 pounds. He squats 580 pounds, Brad.
Guys that tall aren't even supposed to be able to lift that much, are they?
Those are football numbers.
Well, they're putting up football numbers. Tuesday night, Minnesota and Michigan State square off at 7 o'clock on ESPN. At 7:30, ESPN2 at the Big East at Seton Hall against number 25 Syracuse. Then at 9 on ESPN, Brad will be watching this one. Number 3 Duke against number 21 Wake Forest. See if the Blue Devils can bounce back from the loss to Maryland over the weekend.
Yeah, the Dukies are coming to Winston-Salem. They're going to be mad, Brad. Skip Price and the boys better brace up. They're coming.
They'll be ready.
They'll be ready. I hope we can get Josh Howard back on the basketball court for Demon Deacon. They need him bad. He's played some good basketball before he hurt his ankle there, so they need him back on the court. Hopefully he'll play.
Kentucky really has had trouble shooting the last 3 ball games. They lost to Georgia 28% tonight. That won't win you many ball games, and now they find themselves in a hole by 16 points with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half.
And like I say, it's just simply that they are not shooting the ball that well. Defensively, they're doing pretty decently. I mean, they're not giving up easy shots.
Caruth had it blocked inside.
Okay, good hustle.
He's that muscle they need. Here's Yarbrough. They got numbers. He leads it. Flipping. Whoa. Did he get up?
There's not much you're going to do with that. And that young man gets a fast break, dunk opportunity. Get the camera out.
Yeah, just duck. 33-17. Just when Kentucky had come down and gotten the basket, the crowd taken right back out of it by Yarbrough and Hayslip. Prince trying to drive, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And the problem's going to be trying to get back in the ball game for Kentucky.
Exactly.
Here we come, Vincent Yarbrough, fast break. Get the women and children, Brad. Woo, look at his, oh my goodness.
He got up there a little bit.
Man.
That's part of that 40-inch vertical you were talking about with all the strength you were also talking about in the weight room.
Unbelievable.
He threw that baby down.
And has just developed into, I talked to Coach Peterson before the game, and he is just impressed how Hayslip has developed into an all-around player, just with playing time. He's gotten better and better. Last year, the kid played 5 minutes a game.
Kind of like Wilcox has done in Maryland.
That's
more to play, get out of the way.
That's exactly right. You see those kids come.
Oh, man.
You big guy in that basket, you start acting like you're talking to somebody up there. Grab a hold of your head and act like you're waving at your mom or something. Those cats will rock your world.
Kentucky Stars not shining so far tonight. Bogans is 0 for Prince has 6. Number 7 just rimmed out. 33-18, 2:40 left in the first half.
You know, teams don't shoot the ball well. You look at their legs. You obviously look at the fundamentals. You look at their legs. You just look at their tired basketball team. I don't see that extra step offensively. You just push the ball up and down the floor.
Prince kicks out on the baseline. Caruso, good shooter. Kamara trying to tip it in, and Hayslip just sort of shoved him out of there and one-handed the rebound. Hayslip's doing a pretty good job on the glass right now. That's his 6th rebound. He's in double-figure scoring.
The thing he does really well rebounding-wise is he tips the ball. He keeps it alive. And with explosiveness in his leg, once he tips that ball, he reloads and goes back and gets it.
This time Prince steals it from him on the other end. Tennessee, really, the only problem's been a few turnovers tonight. Bogan's wide open, look at a 3. It's just not there.
It's not there. It's not going in.
He's trying. The crowd is trying to help him out. They've been frustrated with his play really all year because, as I said, he was their leading scorer 26 times last year, averaging 17 points a game. He's under 12 a game now, and he's scoreless in this first half. Prince with a block. Bogans with the outlet to him. It's 1-on-4. Here's Blevins for 3. Got it!
Good shot. I think Tayshaun Prince is going to have to take his team on his back like he is doing right now and just continue to make things happen.
And now Blevins comes up with a steal. There's the hustle they're looking for. Bogan's inside. And he's going to the free throw line. That thing will not fall through the net to Keith Bogans. But now he's got a chance from the stripe.
I'll tell you what, Keith Bogans, you keep playing hard. You keep hustling. I like his attitude. It'll fall.
How about Blevins? He hits the 3, and then he does this.
Brian Steph got a little careless with the basketball. J.P. Blevins getting down, rooting, digging, and gouging, getting that ball. There goes Bogans to the basket. That's all right, young man. Great hustle.
And finally, Bogans sees one go through the twine.
I mean, you just hear him go, woo!
Coming up at the half, Sports Center in-game, Mass Mutual Financial Group halftime report. Olympic update, Big East battle, Georgetown and UConn. Bob showed us that one and how it finished. He'll give you a recap of that, all the scores, the medals, the highlights, all coming up in a minute and 16 seconds. And Keith Bogan's got them both. Maybe that'll get him going. It's gotten the crowd going, I'll tell you that, because the game's back to 10.
Here comes the pressure. Shot to Ruth, doing a good job moving those feet out on the point. Well, they're coming, they're coming.
They sure are. Baker cross-courts it to Holden.
Let me get Yarborough. Get him back in the ball game. He can break that pressure.
Holden for 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Whoops. Carew turned around looking for an outlet from Kamara. He probably should have stayed home to get the rebound and make sure. At any rate, they do get the board.
I think we got a foul.
And Tommy Smith just gave Kamara the what for.
He just gave a little adjustment over there, Brad.
That was chiropractic, I believe.
That's exactly right. He's telling him he's got to turn it. He's got to see the basketball. Coach Buzz Peters over to him, get him down. Say, hey, you know your hustle, young man. Gotta take care of that rock, man. It's so valuable.
J.P. Blevins has only been in the line 4 times this year, but he's hit them all. And he still has. So Blevins with a 3 and now a free throw. And it's in single digits for the first time in a long time. In fact, 20-11 is the last time the score was in the 9-point range. Blevins got them both. Down to 8.
Some pressure. How do they handle it?
So far, not very well. And the crowd, when you got 23, 24,000 helping you out, that doesn't hurt either.
Good swing, good swing.
Volunteers settle in. Higgins at the point. Holden took the last shot. Blevins doesn't give him one there. They work it to Baker. Del Baker, a jump stop, trying to feed low. They've got 4 on the shot clock. They got a shot away, but it's off the mark. And Prince with a rebound. Kentucky will have a chance for the last shot.
Really a rough shot by Tennessee. Good pass down to Hayslip. Hayslip gives it to Wilburn. Go straight up and shoot that ball. Don't put it on the floor.
Prince, triple team, fouled en route. Kentucky scored 8 straight points in the last 2.5 minutes.
Prince does a good job of getting in between the defenders, giving himself an opportunity to get a shot and a foul. And that just shows what type of talent he is to take that ball to the hole and create an opportunity.
Everybody a little more into it. They're on their feet, as is the crowd. Gerald Fitch can only watch tonight in street clothes. Tayshaun Prince at the line. Oh, he had to beg that one to go in. But it did. And it's 9 straight Kentucky points.
Going to come after him, Brad. It's whittling away at that score.
I tell you what, back when it was 33-17 with about 3 minutes to go in the half, if you'd have told Kentucky they could be down by 6, they'd take it for sure. Final chance, long ball. Oh, got close. Higgins let it fly. But Kentucky put on a run, 9 straight points to end the half. And they're in the thick of it now. Prince and Bogans, 9 points in the first half. Yarbrough was the star, 13 to lead Tennessee. With Tennessee leading number 12 Kentucky on the road at halftime. But it's a lot closer than it was moments ago. 33-26, our halftime score. Bob's along now with our halftime and all those medals and all the other scores.
ESPN's presentation of Judgment Week, presented by AT&T, is brought to you by Kia Motors, makers of a full line of quality cars backed by a 10-year warranty program.
Halftime in Lexington, 33-26 is the halftime score. Tennessee trying to pull an upset on the road. The end of the half. Well, we had a good half for 3 minutes, partner.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it, because after a 9-0 Tennessee run, Kentucky went on a 9-0 run of their own in the last 3 minutes and 6 seconds because they could not shoot a lick in the first half, but they got hot when they had to, and they got down to single digits, and now it's at least manageable for them.
Yeah, they did a good job at the end of the ball game, but they really struggled early shooting the ball. Came on strong. Chuck Hayes come in and made a big play. Gets it blocked by Hayslip. Shows you Helton goes up. He had 4 points in the first half. You see Hayslip on the shot. Prince blocks it. Bogans recovers it. Nice pass out to Prince. Cross-court pass to J.P. Blevins. Nice 3. They need more of that mix. Look at this hustle. Blevins getting on the floor, diving after it. Bogans showing the intensity. You know Tubby's fired up. He wants everybody to get after it, but they got to shoot the ball better.
No doubt about that, because the last 3 games have been struggling from the field, and in the first half, they shot 30% and only 2 for 10 from outside the arc, and they were out-rebounded 24-12. So they're probably lucky they're within 7 as we start the second half.
When you look at 0 for 5 in the first half from Bogans and 2 for 6 from Tayshaun Prince, and you still got a chance to be in this ball game.
One of those first halves where you felt almost sorry for Keith Bogans. He worked so hard, and that thing just wouldn't drop.
He had to follow through the form and everything. Just wouldn't go in.
Here's Higgins. What a way to open the second half. He had an exceptional first half. 6 rebounds to go with his 6 points, and now he knocks down a 3.
Boy, he's wide open, too. John Higgins is an excellent shooter of the basketball. Really gets squared up. He had a couple big shots in the first half as well.
Amara isolated out there on Hayslip. Prince. Kick out. Hawkins' 3 is too strong. Prince is there for the rebound, though, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Got to get a body on Prince. He makes the pass, hustles over to the opposite side, gets the weak side rebound, just goes up, gets back. What else?
So Tayshaun Prince goes back to the free throw line where he was 2 for 4 in the first half. Came in a number 10 score all-time Kentucky history. He's added 9 more points to it tonight. Another 4 points, and he'll be tied for the number 9 spot in the all-time Kentucky list. And way back, Tony Delk back in '96 was the last Kentucky Wildcat to go into the top 10 in scoring, so it's been a while.
Coach Smith really getting after Keith Bogans over there, wants him to go and put pressure on the ball. He's been reluctant to do so.
Here's Bogans. Leaves it for Prince. Big 3 en route. In and out.
Wouldn't stay there.
Now it's 3 on 2 Tennessee. Higgins hit his first one of the half. Missed this one, though. And Hayes pulls it off the backside.
Kind of starting the way we started the first half. A lot of long jumpers. Not a lot of productivity.
Kamara. Nice spin on the baseline.
There you go. Tubby Smith wants his team to get up and pressure that basketball. No easy passes.
Here comes the crowd again. It's down to 6 again.
Tennessee showing a little bit of poise here. Working around, get an easy shot.
Yarbrough, deep 3. That's short. But Grindstaff's in the right place at the right time. And now he's fouled by Bogans.
Jules Kamara does a good job posting up. See him on that blue block as we talked about. Little drop step. Crump puts the body to him. Good shot.
Kamara with 6 points. Kentucky's bench has outscored Tennessee's. The Alabama bench outscored Tennessee 44-12. Tubby Smith over on the bench. Whose face is he in? He's in everybody's face right now.
Really getting after those guys over there. He's trying to get some discipline instilled in these kids.
And Yarbrough knocks down a 3.
I think Keith Bogans is getting up playing the defense and Tubby wanted, so he took him out. There's Hawkins.
Hawkins with a timely basket. 39-32.
Once again, show a lot of poise. Take care of that basketball.
You kind of look at Tennessee and you go, how the heck are they 13-12?
You're not kidding. I mean, this team, you can tell they're very well coached basketball team. Take pretty good care of the ball. They just had some bad breaks. I'm telling you, they lost those 7 games.
7 out of 9 by 16 points.
Yeah, in a total of about, 3 seconds.
Yeah. And Kentucky comes up with a loose ball. Prince all the way. And they'll call a blocking foul on Grindstaff. Talked about Tennessee, their early part of the season. Here's what Brad was talking about.
Wow.
Lost by 1 in overtime, 2 against West Virginia, 3 against Wisconsin, 3 at Georgia, and 104-100 to Florida in overtime.
Wow, look at that. I told him to say I got my math there. So 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 games. That's incredible.
Prince at the free throw line. He's struggling there tonight. Not the greatest free throw shooter in the world. 68% coming in.
Kind of cups the basketball in that left hand. It's almost like he squeezes the shot off instead of strokes it.
Knock that one down. 10 points for Prince. Judgment week. Big game here in the SEC East. Brad Nessler and Brad Doherty in Lexington. If Tennessee wins, they'll be tied with Kentucky in the East standings, with Georgia and Florida next in front of them. Alabama right now rules the West. So with the SEC tournament only 16 days away, top 2 teams on each side looking to get a bye. You're trying to improve your position here in the next 2 weeks, obviously.
Yeah, you want to get as many as you can before the clock runs out, before the sand runs through the hourglass, Brad.
That's right. Foul was on Caruth, by the way.
Good clock, good swing, take the time, run some time off that clock. Got the lead, Tennessee. Let's get the shot we want. There's no post play at all, Brad. That's what's interesting to me. No one's on that block at all.
And Grindstaff works down and knocks it off the glass.
I mean, they play 4-on-4 up top on the perimeter, and somebody just drives and takes a shot and hopes it goes in.
Kamara, big sweep along the lane.
Good job by Kamara, getting in the block, getting in the post.
Looked like he was going to do a triple jump there.
He got all the way across the other side of the lane, the opposite side of the lane that he started. No one stepped up or stopped him.
And a 10-second call. Good defense by the Cats. Tennessee turns it over. 6-point game, 15-47 remaining in the ball game. We're very much where we were at halftime. In fact, Kentucky has gotten it even closer, down to a half dozen. Their fiery coach trying to urge his Wildcats on to victory. Judgment Week presented by AT&T. Long distance, Tennessee by 6 with 15:47 to go. But Kentucky's clawing its way back in. Watch this move by Kamara. How can you hit this shot going that way with your right hand?
I mean, he just goes all the way across the lane. No one steps up to help. He knocks it down. Man, what a place. Brad, we just got Ashley Judd out on the court inciting the crowd.
Yes, she was.
I mean, they don't get no better than this. You got great basketball. You got Ashley Judd on the court inciting the crowd. I mean, come on.
She was incognito with her little blue stocking cap, though. 3. Won't go. Kamara tried to follow. Does get it back and score it.
Great hustle by Kamara. I think that's what Tubby's looking for, a little intensity.
Here comes some more hustle. They come up with a steal, or they're going to say out of bounds. Duke Edsel said no, it touched the sideline.
Dennis Grindstaff's having a tough time taking care of that ball. He's getting after him, put a lot of pressure on him.
You remember that shove in the back that Tubby Smith gave Jules Kamara?
Yeah.
That we showed you?
It's worked.
You know what happens in Dakar, Senegal when you do that? They feed you to a lion.
Or something.
But
like
I think he got his attention.
I think he did. I hope he's not chalking one up for Coach Smith.
He said, Coach,
going back to his room and
I'll
marking
give it to you tonight, but I'm marking this down.
Going back to his room and marking on a little board. Got one lion eating coming.
Well, I tell you what, he's had a good second half, that's for sure.
That's great hustle by Kamara. Good job, young man. Way to play. Way to play. Be active. There you go.
Jules has 10. He and Prince lead the way for Kentucky. They still trail by 4, but Tennessee now is starting to wonder. You can just feel it. And the aforementioned cheerleader, incognito in the blue stocking cap. Coming out of midcourt during the time, I kind of gave her away. Chasing Grindstaff, and Hayes comes up with a steal. Caruth.
Oh, he threw it away on the other end. Oh, no,
knocked out. He had it knocked away. It'll still be Kentucky ball.
Coach Buzz Peterson needs to get some one in to get. Grindstaff's had a tough time taking care of that ball. Holden, he checks in. He'll do a little better with the basketball.
Tennessee, 14 turnovers.
Wow.
Here's the inbound now. Kentucky with a chance to make it a 2-point game. Seems almost ridiculous considering they were down 16 with about 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
I tell you, their intensity's come up twofold. And they were playing hard, Brad, in the first half. They just weren't getting after it up to the standards of Coach Smith. And boy, I tell you, he's incited these kids, and they're playing hard.
20-4 has been the run if you want to date it back to about 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Prince got his man in the air, but couldn't get the shot away. And now Yarbrough trying to come up with a steal. Can't quite do it. 5 minutes into the second half. 41-37, Tennessee.
Great hustle by Yarbrough, recognizing the long pass across one of the alleys. Get his hands up, knocking the ball away. Almost a steal. Look for Caruth to get a big shot opportunity here.
Prince missed a 3. Had to take that one. There was only about 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
We'll give Vincent Yarbrough a touch on the basketball. He's got to show up this second half, make some things happen.
How about Hayslip, too? He's got a low block.
Both those guys, they carry the load for this Tennessee team.
Kentucky trying to extend their defense out in front a little bit. And then play zone in the back. Allard a man. 5 on the shot clock. Long ball. Off the mark. Caruth the rebound.
That was not a good shot. Wasn't a good shot.
Prince through traffic. Real foul. Foul's going to be on Wilborn. Now 2 intense coaches. Buzz didn't have to be quite that loud in the first half. Things were going his way.
Things went well. Now they're struggling. Guys are breaking down, making mental mistakes. Type of things that come with forced action. Got to get the poise. Got to get them back. So let's settle down. Rely on your practice habits. Oh, Bogan's just
he's focused.
He's focused. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about what can I do to get out there and help this team win. What can I do to get my shot to drop?
Prince trying to cut it to 2. Does. 5 out of 6 this half for Prince. He's got 12. It's a 2-point game. And here comes the crowd again. Higgins runs in to hold and almost turn it over.
Settle down, take care of the basketball. That intensity comes up, guys. Tend to want to pass the ball fast. You want to do everything really quick. You don't have to. Take your time.
Yarbrough. Whoa, big shot.
Wow. I mean, he had the roof hanging on him.
5 threes tonight for him, Brad.
That's what we're talking about. That's what they want from him.
Carew trying to answer on the other end, and Yarbrough goes up, gets the rebound, and he is fouled.
That's what we're talking about. That's the Vincent Yarbrough everybody's been waiting to see. The guy who can take over a ball game.
Leading scorer of the SEC and playing like it.
Man, that was a tough shot in here. Wow.
He has 19 points tonight, and he's 5 out of 7 outside the arc.
Good job. There you go. Look at the patience. No one's in a hurry. Let the defense be as active as they want to be. You go to the spots you're supposed to be in, and you'll be open. And that's break the press. Little pressure release guy.
Hayslip triple team. That leaves Crump alone.
Good job, Randy Crump. That's smart basketball. That young man's going to be a heck of a basketball player for Tennessee. He comes back, helps bring the ball up court, goes down to the nice screen, and is recipient of a good pass down low. Just
when the lead was down at 2, it's back up to 7. Kamara missed, but nice job by Prince to keep it alive. Blevins almost had a 3 and almost walked.
You've got to be ready to shoot that basketball. As soon as you catch it, if you're a shooter, you snip it, you shoot it.
Prince gets around Holden, goes through a double team. No foul called. Yes, there was. Offensive.
Good job by Tennessee stepping in. Tayshawn got a little bit out of control, trying to make something happen. He thought his defenders would come to him. Somebody would be open, but defender stayed at home. See what happens here. He goes by, Holden falls down. Oh, good job. Crump once again steps in. That's the young man we're talking about. He's going to be a heck of a player for Tennessee. Take the charge. He's had 3 big plays.
Hayslip from behind almost had it swiped by Blevins. We're under 12 and a half minutes. 7-point Tennessee lead. They were pushed to the brink and came back with a couple big shots to hold on to their lead.
Out of that corner.
Crump.
Nice pass.
Holden's open. Got to take that one.
There's Crump again.
Crump and Prince, and possession arrows Kentucky.
Good hustle by Crump. Good hustle. Kentucky's got to come down, make something happen. Brad, Tayshawn Prince is trying to create as much as he can, but it's just not happening for him. Crump makes a nice pass to the corner. Holden just can't quite get the shot to go down. That's what you're looking for, the wide open opportunity.
I'm not positive, but I think this is the first time Kamara and Estill have been on the floor together.
Yeah, I believe so.
So it's a bigger lineup for Tubby Smith. Here's Estill. Hawkins, nice move.
I'll tell you what, Cliff Hawkins is quicker than a hiccup. I mean, you blink your eyes, he's gone.
Holden picks up the foul. 11:44 remaining in the ball game. Tennessee maintaining its lead, up by 7. Volunteers trying to pull an upset. There's the judges for the figure skating competition. A reminder, tomorrow night, Judgment Week presented by AT&T Long Distance continues on ESPN and ESPN2. Brad will be at his own stomping grounds as the Tar Heels take on Ohio on ESPN2 at 8 o'clock on ESPN. Xavier and Temple will get together, and at 9:30, Dick Vitale and I will be at the Sundome, South Florida. The Bulls will take on the Memphis Tigers.
Well, this guy right here, David West, is a stud,
He's
Brad.
a player, isn't he?
He's a heck of a player on that block. You see his numbers. He's following up the great Tyrone Hill there as a tremendous rebounder at Xavier. Absolutely an All-American basketball player.
Saw him earlier this year, but he hurt his ankle in the game against Cincinnati, and that took them right out of that one. Cincinnati's taken a lot of people out of their game, including again tonight. They were up big the last time I checked with that tenacious defense. Here's a lob for Prince, and Real Boudreau says we got a foul.
So Kamara.
His second.
Good guys on the court. Estill and Kamara. Take advantage of that size, maybe some high-low passing opportunity. Good job.
Holden has to dribble through some traffic. Kentucky really picked up this defensive pressure, especially in the second half. Tubby Smith had said preceding this game and following the loss to Georgia. If we can keep up our defensive pressure, even if we're not shooting well, we're going to win a lot of ball games. They're down 7 in this one, but they've made a game of it with defense. Yarbrough.
No.
Had to do it with a shot coming down. Yeah, that wasn't by design. Here's Estel. Had it stripped. Got it right back.
I apologize, Vincent. Come right back down. Prove him wrong again. Good job.
That last one was about a 26-footer.
That's one I like. I like that. I like that.
And that one goes down.
I can coach a kid like that all day long.
He's got 21.
He's doing a great job defensively. I mean, he's just been everywhere. He's rebounding the ball, shooting the ball.
Hawkins a kick-out pass. Prince left fly for Drew.
Well, they needed that in a big way. We're on the verge of getting run out of here. Right back to 6.
Blevins and Hawkins all over, hawking the ball. Trying to come up with something, anything, with now 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. And Tennessee sweep Kentucky. They beat them 13 days ago in overtime on their home floor, and now in Kentucky's home lair, they're up by 6, midway point in the second half. Prince got a hand in, and last touch by Hazlett. Another turnover.
Hazlett tries to take a power dribble so he can elevate and shoot that shot. Trouble is, he's got 3 defenders around him. Can't put that ball on the floor. I mean, Tayshaun Prince is standing right there in front of you. Throw the ball out, back down and reset and catch it again.
Tayshaun Prince has moved in to the number 8 spot in Kentucky's all-time scoring list with that last 3-pointer that he hit. There's a whistle and a foul down low. It's going to be on Hazlett. Kentucky will inbound with 9:36 remaining. They've got Caruth, Kamara, Prince, Hayes, and Blevins on the floor.
Really use the shooting of Blevins. He's got to be ready to shoot that ball in the catch.
Prince missed a 3. Got a good look. Hayes keeps it alive, though, and leaves it for Kamara.
Good job. Woo! Great hustle by Hayes. Kamara filling the lane.
Down to 4. Grindstaff through traffic. Yarbrough. Shot for 3.
Well, back at you.
What a game Yarbrough's having.
Man.
24. And he's hit 6.
Oh, and a block.
And a block.
Man. Tell you what, Vincent Yarbrough.
He's playing like a man.
He is. He packed his lunch bell today.
Whistle, foul, as Hayes and Caruth had a sandwich around Hazlett, and Caruth's going to pick up the foul.
I mean, Kentucky comes down in transition. Kamara spots it up, going to shoot the 3. No, sir. Good block by Yarbrough. Great help. Never saw him coming.
20th block of the year. He's up to 53 threes. That's a pretty good combination. Here goes another one. That one's short. Not the greatest shot there.
And he went 1-on-1, beat his man. The defender fell down. He thought he'd take the opportunity, but it's a tough shot. You saw that clock.
Prince trying to drive. Kick out to Blevins. Blevins on a runner. They'll go to the free throw line.
Good movement. Good ball movement by Kentucky. Tayshaun Prince once again initiates the drive. Tennessee does a good job of stepping up, stopping the ball. Makes a nice little kick out pass to Blevins.
So JP will go back to the free throw line and missed 10 games with a broken bone in his right wrist. I asked him before the game, how's the wrist? He said, getting better. Well, he's got 1 3-pointer and 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. 6 for 6 on the year, 7 for 7 from the line. JP, a senior out of Edmonton, Kentucky. Yarbrough's going to get a very well-deserved rest.
Yes, sir.
It won't be for long, I got a feeling.
I don't remember getting tired.
I get tired just sitting next to you.
Okay, I'm going to stay in the game. If I'm hot, I am not coming out. I guarantee you.
5-point game. Higgins. What a nice move by Prince to go to the left, but Kamara shut him off.
Now by Kamara coming up, moving those feet on that guard.
And now right between the legs goes the pass through Hayslip.
Well, that type of stuff keeps you from winning ball games. Those type of little mistakes end up being huge at the end of the possession war of basketball. Got to take care of that ball.
Prince inside. Got his own rebound. Trying to tip it in. Last touch by Tennessee. Timeout with 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Tennessee clinging to a 5-point lead, but Kentucky's made a game of it in this second half, and they're within striking distance. Kentucky was down by 7 at halftime. They were down a ton in the first half. In fact, they trailed by 16, but now it's back to 5. But the guy of the night, Brad's Vincent Yarbrough.
I'm telling you, we called him out, Brad. He got hot. I mean, he stepped up, made some huge plays. Not only offensively, he made an outstanding block right there, coming from out of nowhere. Broke the momentum for Kentucky once again.
Every time Kentucky got close, it seems like number 1 took over. There's the numbers on the two big guns of these teams. Prince, the number 7 scorer in the conference. Yarbrough, number 1. Tayshaun Prince's points always seem like they're quiet points. Yarbrough's have been noisy.
Yep, quiet night.
Long way to go, though.
See, playing a little matchup zone point. Rupp in the middle. He's directed traffic back there.
Evans thought about a 3, but he had Hayslip in his face. Prince dribble drive and dishes to Hayes down low. He had it blocked, but was he fouled? Yes.
Well, that's what we have with a kid like Prince. 6'8", 6'9", maybe 6'10". Put the ball on the floor and penetrate. He can see his teammate because he's so tall.
Yeah, he got Hayes on the yard.
Got him on the yard.
Chuck Hayes, the freshman out of Modesto, California, go to the free throw line. First trip tonight to the stripe. Knocks it home. He's definitely got a fan in Gerald Fitch, who would have been starting tonight. This is only the second start for Hayes, but again, Fitch and a teammate, Corey Sears, got a little altercation on the plane, and the return loss from Georgia the other day, and so they're both suspended for this game by Tubby Smith.
And those things happen, man.
Sure they do.
These are young men. Everybody's very competitive. Sometimes you rag on each other. Gets away from you a little bit. But I admire Coach Tubby Smith for stepping up and being the leader of this group and admonishing those kids.
If you weren't so much bigger than me, we'd probably have to get in a tussle occasionally.
That's right, man. Just keep it alive over here.
3-point ball game, 7:19 to go. And now Crump will go to the free throw line. He's only a 53% free throw shooter, so if you're going to hack somebody, it might be a good choice.
3-point ball game. Kentucky's eased back into it. And we thought Tennessee was going to walk away there a few minutes ago.
Ooh, Crump didn't look like Mrs. Crump there, did he?
I'll tell you, he's got a good-looking stroke. I can't believe he's not shooting better than 53%.
Guess it wasn't Mrs. Crump, it was Miss Crump.
There you go. Oh, you're digging into the Andy archive.
Not getting the Andy with
Helen Crump. Helen Crump has Andy's girlfriend.
That's right. This is Helen Rump. He missed the second one.
Get on the floor, hustle.
Bogan's got a timeout call. Nice hustle.
Got out hustle.
Kamara, rather.
Tennessee got out hustle.
Kamara went to the floor, got the timeout. 4-point game. 7:15 left. Don't go away. Back at Rupp Arena, Brad Nessler and Brad Doherty. Judgment Week presented by AT&T. Long distance continues. Tennessee hanging on, leading by 4 over Kentucky, but their coach has urged them on, should I say, in the second half.
Look at the intensity. Look at his eyes, Brad. You tell me he doesn't love getting after these kids. Boy, I'll tell you what, this guy right here, a lot of people don't realize it, but he is probably the most coveted coach in college basketball. I'm telling you. And as far as the pros go, I hate to say it, they love Tubby. He's an excellent basketball man. They better appreciate having him here in Kentucky.
I know of a couple NBA teams paying close attention to what goes on with their situations and what goes on here in Kentucky that will remain unnamed.
Going to be good to him. He's a great basketball, good man. Takes good care, builds character in these kids.
Since '65, Kentucky's never been swept by Georgia and Tennessee, both in the same season. Georgia has already done it this year. Tennessee has the opportunity. They won in overtime 13 days ago. They're leading and have led most of this game.
Good help by Crump. Turn down, double down on Kamara. He has nowhere to go.
Prince has to shoot. 3 in the shot clock. Backs away. Missed the shot, but he got a pretty good look. Hayes trying to battle for the rebound. Knocks it out of bounds.
Good job. Good help by Tennessee. The weak side players came over. Crump came over, showed, did a good job of distracting the basketball. Forced Prince to take a very tough off-balance shot. Now they get the ball. They need to eat a little bit of clock here.
Kentucky's going to make them use some energy. Full court heat from Caruth and Blevins. They forced one 10-second call earlier in the ball game. Get across the timeline, but not by much.
Good patience once again. Get the time. What that does is extend the offense. They got to get to action now. They got to get the screens moving, get everybody talking, moving. Time's ticking away.
10 on the shot clock. Higgins looking for a pick, hooks a pass over to Baker. Tipped and out of bounds. Yeah, they did get lucky. But there's only 4 seconds on the shot clock right now, too. And Tennessee has to be aware of that. So this is going to have to be a quick inbound situation and get one away. Looking for Yarbrough off the inbound. Got it off the glass. Are you kidding me?
I'm surprised how open he was when he came around the corner.
He has 7 3-pointers tonight. He has 27 points. I didn't hear him call glass. I don't think anybody in here did. You can hear a pin drop right now, though, because it looked like Kentucky was going to get a stop on Tennessee, and it didn't happen. Lead is 7. Prince gets it down low to Hayes, who leads it for Kamara.
Good job.
Kamara has been a big part of the offense in the second half. He has 10 of his 14 in this 15-minute stretch.
And he's been real solid. Given that post play that they lacked early in the ballgame, he's really picked it up. A good job getting good point-blank shot.
Yarbrough already has a season high. His previous best was 26 against Florida.
Tell you what, watch Yarbrough come around this play. He's just going to take his time. He's right in the middle of the lane there, and he's going to take his time. He's going to fake back, and then he's going to wander up high like the pass is coming this way. Watch him come into this area and catch that basketball.
Look at this thing.
That's
off
incredible.
The glass.
Oh, yeah, he called that.
Yeah, he might have.
He called that.
That was high on the window there.
It don't matter if he called it or not. It's 3, baby.
Came in 10th in scoring in Tennessee history and has added 27 points, a season high to it so far tonight. Look at the numbers. 7 of 11 outside the arc. Missed the free throw, though, and Kamara snatches down the rebound.
Trying to make those free shots, guys.
Hawkins.
Wow.
Pull-up jumper for Hawkins.
Little Sherman Douglas-looking jump shot there in the lane.
You know who the last Tennessee player with 7 threes was in a game? Tony Harris back in '98. He was a guard. Allen Houston's the last guy to have 8. That was 12 years ago.
Wow.
And Yarbrough's got 7 right now.
He's definitely in that category of player with Harris and Houston. Guys just light it up.
That's Hayslip at the free throw line. Hayslip, all 10 of his points in the first half, knocks down the free throw. Coming up after the game, Rich Eisen, Stuart Scott with Sports Center. Shaq's back. Report day from Barry Bonds. And the Buck and the Restless.
I mean, Barry Bonds, what do you do? How do you come back and play?
I don't know.
I mean, a guy at 73.
What do you do for an encore?
I mean, you think it'd be some pressure? You think people would expect a lot out of you or something, you know?
Slugging percentage was off the charts.
He's got to hit 80 home runs. He's got to hit 80. He's got to have 1,000% slugging percentage.
That'll give us something to watch this year.
Man. It will be fun.
Caruth, double team. Nice hook pass to Hayes.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively by Tennessee. Chuck Hayes made a good pass. That's good ball recognition by both he and the offensive passer of the basketball.
3-point game, and the Kentucky Blue coming to life for Rupp.
Merriman, a great pass down to Hayes. That's great ball recognition there for those two guys.
Ryan Staff brings it out. Would like to grind some clock right now. 4:25 to go.
Patient.
Yarbrough, they're looking for a double team. Can't get it on him. He'll go long over Hayes. Short with this one. Grindstaff, everybody going to the deck. Kentucky ball. Great hustle by Grindstaff. He just couldn't find a handle.
I don't know how he's going to get a handle on that ball. Everybody's flying around. Player went right under his legs.
He barely got up from that one.
I don't know how you can gather that ball up.
He missed a couple of games with a bad knee, and that thing's not going to be any better tomorrow morning, I'll tell you that much.
Tomorrow, I guarantee you. Great hustle by Kentucky as well as Tennessee. Everybody getting after it.
Just over 4 to go. There will be by the time Hawkins comes into the front court.
Ball in Prince's hand. He can make something happen. Caruso, deadly shooter from outside. Just waiting for him to hit a big one.
A great game against Duke.
Yeah, he did.
Looking for some help. Got it from Hawkins. Duke with 8 points. Wants a pick. Got it. Got it back to Hayes. Back to Hawkins. Won't go. Who's going to get the rebound? Hawkins is.
Good job by Hawkins. He's the guy that they want to give that shot. They want him to make that shot. They know he's got speed, so they back up off him. Good pass.
Kamara, great look to Hayes. Leads down to 1.
Once again, Kamara with an excellent low post pass. There's that high-low pass we were talking about.
Buzz wants to talk about it. I don't blame him. The rest of the group in this building wants to yell about it. A 1-point ball game with 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining.
Kentucky just didn't do a good job of taking care of that basketball. You got to take your time, be poised. You got to play defense. The high-low passes become very effective for Kentucky. Kamara, nice touch pass down low to Hayes. Good pump fake. Up strong. Two possessions ago, Brad. This is the same thing we saw.
Hayes has the last 4 points.
Yep.
We talked about him before the game. Only a freshman, but he plays strong, plays hard. Kamara's had a great second half. He has 14. Hayes has 10. Prince has 14. Hawkins has 8.
And Tubby Smith stepped up and challenged Jules Kamara, and it worked.
Hayslip trying to get around Kamara. Jump ball. And possession arrow stays with Tennessee. Good hustle by Hawkins to help on a double team. And we got a timeout. 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining from Rupp Arena in Lexington. In a big encounter in the Southeastern Conference Eastern Division. And right now, Tennessee clinging, and I mean clinging, to a 1-point lead, 57-56. It's been such a crazy year in the SEC, and we talked about this earlier in the season. It seems like the SEC has beaten up on each other as much as any conference in the country. Everybody used to always say that about the ACC, and you know all about that. The SEC this year beating each other's brains out. Alabama leads the West. The East is still a wide open deal, and we've got 3 minutes left in this one.
And like you say, Tennessee's a ball club that's 1.5 games away from winning this game, you know, being in first place, and obviously Kentucky's only a game away, so a lot of parity in the SEC. Maybe the strongest conference overall in the country this year.
You really look at the games that Kentucky and Tennessee have won and lost this year. The close losses for Kentucky. They lost to Duke in one of the best games of the year in overtime by 3. Mississippi State also in overtime. In fact, they've lost all 3 of their overtime games after when Tubby came in here. They won 7 straight overtime games. They've now lost their last 4. They lost to Georgia, Alabama, 2 and 5 in games of 5 points or less. Tennessee, meanwhile, we talked about their close losses, and they had so many that I'm surprised Buzz Peterson didn't look more like Lefty Drizel by this point in the season. In the last 10 games, though, Brad and I saw him beat Syracuse. Kentucky, they beat 13 days ago in Knoxville in overtime. The 7 losses by a combined total of 15 points.
I mean, that's a huge number. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is a team that gets better. That tells you if they can get better from here on out, and like I say, beat this Kentucky team or beat a Florida, they get an opportunity to play well in their tournament. I mean, a team that can play that close with good basketball teams will be exciting to watch come tournament time.
Tennessee looking up at that scoreboard, wishing that that remaining 2:57 would just evaporate, but it won't go away. They have the ball, they have the lead, but they don't have the crowd in their corner.
Got to bang that ball down inside. I'd like to see Haslip and Yarborough on the same side of the court. Good pass.
There it is. Haslip goes up, missed it. Jump for a second try, and that was a foul on Tennessee. It's on Crump.
Man, he had that ball. Haslip made a nice move, got tied up, exploded up, just couldn't get it to stay down.
Rebounded his own miss. He jumped up almost before he had missed, and he still couldn't get it to go.
What a great play designed by Coach Peterson. See, Haslip stepped right back through, up. Good defense. It's in the hoop. There's the foul right there on front.
The freshman out of California. One of the men of the hour, but he missed the free throw. Haslip with a rebound.
You got to take advantage of one of these opportunities that Kentucky's giving you. So their defense is going to be tough.
Haslip with 7 rebounds.
Well, look at that defense. They are putting pressure on that basketball. Got to take good care of it. Set good screens, cut, execute, talk.
Grindstaff through the traffic, left it. Haslip, come on, over the block. Grindstaff had to put it up with a shot clock winding down. And now it's a foul on Tennessee.
Foul on Crump.
It's Crump, and he's gone.
I mean, Tennessee had every opportunity in the world. There's the pass. Great block. Kamara blocks Haslip. Grindstaff. Easy little jumper. Just won't go down. Foul call.
Jules Kamara, the number 3 shot blocker in the SEC, coming up with a huge one there. And Crump's night is done with 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining.
Didn't have huge numbers. Boy, he played hard. It was a great outlet on that press. When they tried to break the press. Did a good job coming back and handling the basketball. It'll be better nights for you, Brandon Crump. You played well, young man.
Each team one away from the double bonus. Kamara, who has had the best second half of any Wildcat player, steps to the free throw line.
He really played well. Huge night. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 7 of 12. 2 big free throws right now.
His career high was in January against the University of Georgia. He had 16. He's got 15 now, and for the 3rd time all night, we're tied. Kentucky's last lead was so long ago, I can't even remember it. They still don't have one. We're tied. 57 with 2:20 left. Grindstaff all the way. Nobody really cut him off.
There
So he does.
There you go.
Somebody's got to pick him off. Whether he's a big shooter or not, which he is not. Prince out to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to leave it for Kamara.
Wow, what a pass by Hawkins. Kamara once again big on the glass. Great pass, good shot.
Higgins. I don't know about that one. Prince a rebound.
That's a tough shot by Higgins. If he makes it, it breaks the back, but otherwise it gives him an opportunity to come down with a timed possession. Good shot. Put the pressure on you to come back and score.
Kentucky's last lead was 5-4. Hawkins in the paint. And a foul.
He is so fast. I mean, he just stutter stepped on Jimmy Grindstaff and froze him and went right by him.
I take that back. Kentucky never did lead, remember, because Yarborough's three-pointer was at the point where it was 5-4, so it was actually tied at 5.
That's right. That's right.
So Kentucky has never led in the ballgame. They can't if this goes.
Come on, Cliff. Get in there and shoot that ball. A couple of dribbles, bounce those knees and stroke it. Shoot it like you want it to go in.
They lead now for the first time tonight. 60-59.
Well, Kentucky has just fought. Tubby Smith is he's as intense as I've seen him all year, and he is it's rubbing off on his team. That's what you have to do, though, sometimes to get their attention.
They're 9-3 this year in this building. 3 of their last 4 games are here at home, including this one tonight. It looked like this was going to slip away. It still may, but now there's about 24,000 decked in blue and white who think otherwise. Number 12, Kentucky, looking for its 18th win. They would go to 8-5 in the SEC East, and that would move them closer to Georgia and Florida. Tennessee trying to pull an upset to go to 7-6. Both teams would then be 7-6 and still in the hunt. Rich and Stu are standing by with Sports Center. Fellas, will have it to you in a minute 23, barring an unforeseen overtime. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Easy.
Hawkins with a steal. Coast to coast. Grindstaff knocked it away. Nice defense by Grindstaff, and not a foul.
Grindstaff, great hustle. Got it stolen from him. I think he knocked the ball off of Hawkins' leg. Let's see if we can see this. Of course, we've got the... Look at that defense. Oh, he's all up into him. Hawkins, go to the basket. Go to the basket. Yeah, I'll
You're right. You're right.
I've been a great official, Brad. I'll tell you. I used to try to tell them all the time. All those fouls they called on me, they were wrong.
As I know they were on those.
Won't listen to me.
You were right on that one. 60-59, Kentucky, a minute 8 left. 60-59, Kentucky, 68 seconds left. My eagle-eyed partner talked about this play before the break. The officials didn't see this one.
That's right, Hawkins hustling. Grindstaff comes back, slaps it away, knocks it off his knee. Boy, they missed that one. That could be a big one, Brad.
Grindstaff is saying our ball, ref. Jeff Valentine says, nope, it's going off you, Kentucky ball. And that could be huge because obviously every possession means the utmost right now with a minute and 8 to go.
Sometimes it's hard to see those up to the official.
Especially as fast as that thing was moving.
That's right.
There's the reset. Double bonus time the next time Kentucky fouls. Tennessee's already in that situation. Timeouts remaining. Possession arrows Kentucky's. The ball is Kentucky's. Almost lost it into the backcourt. You can hear this huge 24,000 gasping for air there, holding their breath, but that didn't roll back here by Bradley.
You're right.
13 on the shot clock.
That's a RSU man game.
Fritz the drive and a block. Hayes got it back.
Man, that was a big rebound by Hayes.
Now it's a shot clock situation. As Duke Edsel and Gerald Boudreaux are going to make sure that should be a new shot clock, I think, is what the discussion's about. And now all 3 officials will have a little conference to determine just that. Whether there was a change of possession, whether that shot clock should be reset. If it stays the way it is, there's about a 7-second difference on the shot clock and the game clock. And we'll take another look at it.
We got here on the shot clock. There's the block.
Okay, it hit the glass, but it didn't hit the rim.
Right, exactly.
So now we got to go back and figure out how much was on the shot clock, because that's when it'll go back up there. So now it's a matter of resetting the shot clock. If they're seeing what we're seeing. And you can see it goes off the side of the backboard. It's nowhere near the rim. It might have gotten near the rim there, but that was depth perception. That was way away from the basket. The first angle gives you a better look. I don't think the ball ever got within 3 feet of the rim.
I bet you're
Unless
right.
we're missing something, because it didn't get there, and Hayes' rebound comes way out near the low block right there.
Yeah.
As you can see, it never got close to the rim. And with that, the shot clock should not have been reset. So now they're just determining how much they're going to put up there on the old shot clock. It's 8 seconds. So we got that straightened out, and again, the monitor helped the cause there, because that ball didn't get anywhere near the rim. So that's a good job by Gerald Boudreau and Duke Edsel to go over there, talk things over the official scores, take a look at what our truck shows them. And what it shows them is Kentucky has 8 seconds to shoot. They have a 1-point lead, and there's 41.4 to play.
Now they're going to take a timeout.
Just to keep everybody a little bit more on edge. Second half tonight is belong to the lion-hearted and the wildcat of the night, Jules Kamara.
That did it right there. Pushing the back, got him fired up. He went to work. Shooting the basketball, blocking shots, passing the basketball, dunking on everybody in the house. Jules Kamara has played a huge basketball game. He's the reason why they're in the lead right now.
Career high 17 points for him tonight. And 8 rebounds to boot.
And what Tubby wants these guys to realize is that for them to be good, for them to compete, they've got to play that hard every play. And I think that's why you see the fire in his eyes tonight. He wants them to realize they can't just rest on being Kentucky. You got to come out and participate at the highest level.
Hawkins, quick crossover, drives, got it!
Woo! Cliff Hawkins put the Jets on. He is so fast, Brad, so fast.
Timeout, Tennessee. Now they're in need of a 3. Biggest lead of the night comes with 31 seconds remaining for Kentucky.
I mean, they just played themselves back into this ball game. Started out not shooting real well. Kept beating and beating and beating. Cliff Hawkins has come in tonight and been a huge asset to this ball club, going to the basket. I mean, he's been to the front of that rim at least 4 good times I can think of and made plays. Boy, he's coming to play huge.
4 Wildcats are in double figures, and Blevins has 7, so they've mixed it around. They've had to scratch and claw for everything they've gotten tonight, and now they have a 3-point lead with 31.2 ticks left. Rich and Stewart standing by with Sports Center, 31 seconds from now. All the scores and highlights, including those stories. Baseball back in action. The Shack is back. The Bucks and the Restless, with John Gruden about to officially become the Bucks head coach. A big, big trade in the NBA today that involved a former Kentucky Wildcat and Ron Mercer, among many others. Ron Artest and Brad Miller and Travis Best, Jalen Rose, a whole bunch of guys going from Chicago to Indiana and likewise vice versa. So they'll have all that for you too.
Hey, Cliff Hawkins has come in, Brad. We haven't seen Keith Bogans in several minutes because Tubby went with the quickness and the confidence of Hawkins.
Of course, one of his starters there in the shirt and tie, Gerald Pitts, who didn't start tonight due to a suspension. He's hoping his teammates, as he can only be a cheerleader, can pull this thing out of the hat. This would be a rabbit out of the hat for Kentucky.
Eat the time, eat the time. I mean, they got to have a 3-point shot, unfortunately.
Hayslip lost the handle. Higgins got it back. Now they're going to have to think about hurry, and Higgins will take a 3. Oh, it rimmed out, and Caruth got the rebound. He'll be fouled by Hayslip.
John Higgins had it halfway down. Would not stay down for him. I mean, that situation, the ball gets into the lane area, maybe you even foul. But Higgins took a good shot. It just would not hang into the iron. Wouldn't bite.
Will go to the free throw line. Timeout with 7.8 left.
I mean, it was a mad scramble, Brad. And Kentucky had a lot of pressure on the ball. Good trap right here. Hayslip's got the ball. Slips out of his hand. Kamara almost gets it. Hawkins is after the ball. Higgins comes through. I mean, watch this ball. That is in. Oh, man, just wouldn't bite on the iron. Caruth with the big rebound.
Seemed like that possession, Brad, went awry from the very beginning when they had two guys in the same spot over there on the right side of the court, and it ended up being kind of an automatic double team, and then the thing became a hot potato after that.
Felt chaotic almost.
Yeah. Only 4 points in the last 6 minutes. And Yarbrough, who was so sensational throughout the first half and much of the second, has been held scoreless.
He gave him some big minutes and hit some big baskets, and Kentucky just ratcheted up that defensive intensity and allow him to get those wide open looks in the latter part of the game.
Two shots. Caruth, the freshman out of College Park, Georgia, came up with a big rebound. Came up with a big free throw. That might do it right there.
I believe that just put icing on the cake. Well, both of these teams come in tonight needing a win. Tennessee has played really well tonight. And Kentucky's just dug down and gritted it out.
This will be a tough one for Tennessee to swallow. They had the number 12 team in their clutches, and they let them get away. Higgins all the way. Kentucky with 0.8 seconds is going to win and come from 16 points back. They get a timeout called. 0.8 seconds. All they have to do is get the ball in the court of play, and they're going to win this one. And our AT&T player of the game, Jules Kamara, a career-high night. He had 8 rebounds to go with 17 points off the Kentucky bench. And I know we've showed it many times, 3 or 4, the replay of him being pulled over by his coach and then literally shoved back on the court. What you didn't see was the reaction of Kamara when his coach shoved him. Brad and I saw it. He turned around and looked at Tubby Smith like, one more time and we're going to go. But instead he went out on the court and did his thing out there.
That's the way you respond, young man. Your coach is challenging you. He wants you to be the best player you can be. He's getting after you. And that young man right here, Kamara, he stepped up and answered Tubby's call. Good job, Jules. Great game.
Jules Kamara tomorrow will be a big star on campus. Here's the inbounds. Hawkins back to Prince. Kentucky wins it. Out of nowhere, they come back to beat Tennessee 64-61. Sports Center is coming up next. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.